And we're very powerful. This country is very powerful. Let me tell you, it's far more powerful than people understand. We have weaponry that nobody has any idea what it is, and it is the most powerful weapons in the world that we have. More powerful than anybody, not even close. So nobody's going to do that, but I think that if that's what you're referring to, maybe it's not.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. President Trump talks a lot of mean trash to other world leaders, often threatening to wipe them and their nations from the face of the earth. This isn't just him doing it in the second term. He's gotten very good at it. He did it in the first term in this legendary Rush Limbaugh interview where he said to Iran, if you F around, we're going to do things to you that have never been done before.
Like we have it now.
Right.
And Iran knows that, and they've been put on notice. If you fuck around with us, if you do something bad to us, we are going to do things to you that have never been done before.
We're going to do things to you that have never been done before. This is, by the way, I think the first audible use of the F-bomb on live broadcast by presidents, but that's not really the bomb that Trump was talking about there. President Trump kicked off his second term by saying that we have weapons that nobody even understands.
And we're very powerful. This country is very powerful. Let me tell you, it's far more powerful than people understand. We have weaponry that nobody has any idea what it is, and it is the most powerful weapons in the world.
We have weapons that nobody has any idea what it is. They're the most powerful weapons in the world. Trump's own White House says that our technologies permit us to manipulate time and space. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so they can do time travel now. This is from the administration's science director, Krastios, straight out of Central Casting there. President Trump just this week confirming that he did use laser weapons, sonic weapons on Nicolas Maduro and his bodyguards, saying, yeah, we totally use this.
Is that something that in Venezuela, there was a weapon used, a sonic weapon, that took out many of the Cuban bodyguards that the United States is combating?
Yeah, it's something I don't want to, nobody else has it.
Nobody
we have
has
weapons that nobody knows about. And I say it's probably good not to talk about them, but we have some amazing weapons. That was an amazing attack.
We have amazing weapons. That was an amazing attack. And then right on schedule, the Department of War says, yeah, we use light speed lethality, directed energy dominant, just straight up announcing that we do have directed energy weapons. And yes, we are scaling them. This was a conspiracy theory just a few short years back. I'm old enough to remember when directed energy weapons were just a conspiracy and you'd be deleted from the internet for even talking about them. Now they're making military recruitment ads using directed energy weapons and deploying them in the field. The Discombobulator is what President Trump has now called this weapon. Trump's obviously been deigned to speak about this. He has been a little coy when it comes to talking about it. You heard some of the more notable clips of him just saying, we just got stuff. We got stuff that we'll do stuff to you that has never been done before. We got stuff that you can't even talk about. You have stuff that nobody even understands what it is. These are exact quotes from President Trump. Now Trump is calling it the Discombobulator, saying that there was a specific weapon that was critical to the Venezuelan raid on Maduro. Now, what was it? President Trump told the Post that a secret weapon he calls the Discombobulator was essential to the daring U.S. raid that captured Venezuela's drug-dealing dictator. Trump boasted that the mysterious weapon made enemy equipment not work when U.S. helicopters swooped into Caracas. Now, let's just remind yourselves that Venezuela, while it is a third world nation, it has tons of money. Nicolas Maduro had billions of dollars of military equipment protecting him, some of the best stuff that you can buy from the Chinese and from the Russians, and all of it was shut down in an instant. The Discombobulator. I'm not allowed to talk about it, Trump said during an exclusive interview in the Oval Office. I would love to, the president added, before confirming that it is a stealth operation. What? They never got their rockets off. They had Russian and Chinese rockets. They never got one off. We came in, they pressed the buttons and nothing worked. They were all set for us, says Trump. How horrifying. Trump commented on the weapon when asked about the reports in the weeks that the Biden administration purchased a pulsed energy weapon suspected of being the type that caused Havana syndrome. This would be the reports of Nicolas Maduro's bodyguards that were vomiting blood, shooting blood out of their ears and noses, and were reduced to crippling fetal positions, right? Dropping to their knees and curling up in a ball. This is what this weapon did, according to the people who it was used on. This would make a lot of sense. On the ground accounts from Venezuela describing Maduro's gunmen on their knees, bleeding through their nose and vomiting blood. One member of the deposed strongman team of bodyguards recounts afterwards, suddenly all of our radar systems shut down without any explanation. Oh no. The next thing we saw were drones, lots of drones flying overhead at our position. And then a few helicopters appeared, barely 8, carrying 20 U.S. troops. The discombobulator was aimed directly at Maduro's defender. At one point, they launched something. I don't know how to describe it. It was a very intense sound wave. Suddenly, I felt like my head was exploding from the inside. We all started bleeding from the nose. Some of us were vomiting blood. We fell to the ground, unable to move. We weren't even able to stand up. The sonic weapon or whatever it was. Maduro is locked up in a Brooklyn jail. We had a great relationship with the new president. Trump says she's been terrific. Yeah, I mean, you don't really have a choice here, do you? In a bad Irish revelation, Trump says the discombobulator was used. Now, is this the weapon that was used to make the Chinese rockets and Russian radar and everything that they had? I mean, they had billions of dollars worth of equipment. Is this the weapon that was used to shut down the equipment? I doubt it's the same weapon that was used then to reduce Maduro's bodyguards to a crippled mess. I think they're different things. Nonetheless, let's listen to Trump talk about it. Here we go.
It just was the right time to do it. We had to do it because it's a war. We're losing 300,000 people a year. We don't lose that much in a war, okay, if you look. And we had to do it. But he was in a house that was more like a fortress than a house. It had steel doors. It had what they call a safety space where it's, solid steel all around. He didn't get that space closed. He was trying to get into it, but he got bum rushed so fast that he didn't get into that. We were prepared. We had, massive blowtorches and everything else that you need to get through that steel, but we didn't need it. He didn't make it to that area of the house.
President Trump said he got bum rushed so fast that he never even made it. They pressed buttons and nothing worked. I think that this is the discombobulator is a separate weapon than the sonic weapon that blows out your inner ear, messes with, it sort of like boils your brain from the inside because it's like nothing but fluid inside of your head. And when you hit it with the right sonic wave, the right microwave, with the right frequency, again, you completely destabilize. You blow out the inner ear and your balance entirely. Then you can blow out your sinuses, right? That's where all the blood comes from. Okay, and if you swallow enough of it, you can vomit it. And I think that's what was happening. I think they're separate things. The discombobulator was used in the raid. The discombobulator, I'm not allowed to talk about it. They didn't get their rockets off. They pressed all the buttons and nothing worked. Guards on the ground say the radar systems just all shut down at the same time. This is the classified tech. Trump's not allowed to talk about it. Oh, man. As Trump put it, the opposition was all set for the fight. They tried to retaliate. Their electronics just didn't work. When you have a weapon called the discombobulator, watch out. Discombobulator. Sure. He claims the device used caused enemy systems all to fail, allowing the U.S. troops to arrest Maduro without American casualties. Well. Nice to see some things the way we wanted them in 2025, right? It's nice to see some space-age weapons. And it's nice to see the laser weapons. I like seeing it. Good. This is what I was promised in the future. Okay? More of this, all right? More of this, and we'll be fine. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, subscribe. Please don't use the discombobulator on me. The Russians and the Chinese have got to be so scared right now. I love the way Trump does business. See ya.